Okay, so it was. I'm sorry about that. It was your classic heel thing to do. We've seen it before. I First thing that pops in my head was when Shawn Michaels came down to the
I was
ring
gonna say the same thing.
and was going to call out Bret Hart, and what came down was a miniature Bret
Hey, The
Hart.
Rock too. Remember The Rock did the Booker T thing?
Yeah, we've all seen it happen before. It's that instant classic heel heat to call out the opponent or rival of someone, and it ends up being a troll job where it's either a midget or something that we don't expect. We've all seen it before, and this got a lot of backlash on social media. I saw people instantly on Twitter. This was dumb. I'm turning the channel. I'm done with SmackDown for the night. Blah blah blah. This and that. I, for one, and I was very critical of Baron Corbin last week on SmackDown when they were in England, and he had that promo which I thought failed and bombed terribly. But I actually thought this was entertaining. I found myself I chuckled when they played the song and had the little chihuahua barking. I thought it was kind of hilarious. The dog didn't really do anything for me. I wasn't like, oh, like that. But I thought the theme song was a little bit funny. I saw a lot of people bicker and moan about that as well. But overall, oh, Red Sox fan, what's up, buddy? I thought it was entertaining. It did its justice. Now, here's the thing. Got a lot of comparisons for people saying, oh, if AEW did this, AEW would get a pass. Oh, everybody would love it. But see, we've kind of seen similar corny, funny stuff happen with AEW or on the BTE YouTube channel with Bernard, right? Correct? Wasn't he? I'm not too much informed on Bernard the Bear. Do you know much about him, Dave? You probably know maybe more about him than I do.
I've seen him in ROH. Him and Nick Jackson. I think it was Nick had issues. Either Nick or Matt. And yeah, and that one time Kenny, it was during the Kenny and Cody feud.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
it was during that whole thing.
Right, right. Okay, so people said, "Oh, they loved that. Everything was fine and dandy with Bernard the Bear." But oh, WWE tries to do something kind of something silly or something to get more heat on Baron Corbin. Oh, it's the end of the damn world. We also got people saying, kind of comparing this act to Orange Cassidy, saying, "Oh, people love Orange Cassidy. He's pretty much a gimmick, right? He's not we all know he's talented, but for the most part, he does nothing in AEW, but he's one of the most loved guys in AEW's company." What did you think of the opening segment? Did it absolutely kill SmackDown for you? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your thoughts on it?
I actually thought it was pretty entertaining. And for people saying people tuned out of SmackDown, the first hour did a 2.4, and guess who was on the first hour? Baron Corbin. And so I would just say for about half of the first hour, he was out there and a part of this. So, and then once he wasn't, the ratings went down. I'm just saying. And plus, Hawaii 5-0, a pretty popular show, they were doing like a 2 hour November sweeps thing at the same time. So
Some
that could have
super
had something to do
loyalty.
with the ratings as well too. I'm just saying for that. But yeah, I didn't mind it in the segment, and people saying Baron Corbin has go away. Well, guess what? They weren't just booing him and saying boring. They were booing him. So it wasn't like one of those, oh, Baron Corbin isn't a heel. He just gets that go away heat. I thought he did a good job, and the crowd was into it. They hated him. So yeah, I thought it was. Look, people can hate it. We know Alvarez loved it, but I mean, it is what it is. You don't gotta like it. There's other stuff on the show that I thought was better than this, of course. And like the match that led to was a good match.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that in just a second. I got Mr. AEW dropping links in the chat room saying Vince McMahon's reaction. Hold on. Got a damn pop up. This damn site always has these damn pop ups. Um, let's see. A source told me, remember the writers are trying to make Vince happy. If he's happy, then it means that jobs are safe. I'm told that Vince McMahon was howling with laughter backstage and loved everything about the segment. Others in the company were not a fan of the segment, but they are not going to express those thoughts to Vince McMahon. Also, there's been a rumor going around that not at Survivor Series, but at TLC, a certain match that we haven't seen in a while will be returning, and maybe this is why we're getting more of these dog references, is that we might get a dog collar match between Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns. And I'm going to get to the comments here in just a second, guys. Are you interested in a dog collar match, Dave, between Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns?
I mean, why not? I guess they couldn't book the dog for, what was that called? A Kennel from Hell match or whatever.
Yeah, but, right.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I think it'd be funny. I mean, why not do a dog collar match?
Yeah, and it's at TLC. I mean, I'm not really too fond of dog collar matches.
Really? You should go watch, I think it was Piper and Valentine.
Well, I mean, those, back in the day.
Those, Starrcade, I think the first Starrcade or the second Starrcade.
When have we seen a good dog collar match in
right
the last
there.
10 years? You know, and the last 10 years or, you know, somewhere around those lines. I think, didn't Piper break his neck or something during that match, I believe? I have read something about him breaking his neck or hurting his neck in a dog collar match. Let's get to the comments here. It's going to be the damn safest collar match ever, says Bobarooski. They're PG. Yeah. They can't show humping dogs anymore. Yeah, that was... didn't they hump? They shitted outside the ring as well.
Yeah, they didn't even bark or anything.
It was not a good experience. Besides, we live in a world where weird, silly shit like TLC or TikToks are popular, like extreme popular, but can't accept marks to know how to mark to non-marks. Just saw this for the first time. It was okay, not amazing, not offensive. I thought get all the I'm done with WWE stuff, Alvarez. It's also a kid's show, too. It was a classic heel stuff. It wasn't Lana Rusev bad. My dad's like 60 and he chuckled, so of course Vince liked it. There you go. I don't think CBS nor NBC will ever get beat by Fox on Friday, says Bobarooski. Of course, Mr. Red Sox fan with his so Bray and DB for the millionth time, says in the chat room. Time. Yeah, you know Red Sox fan. He's a guy that likes to over-exaggerate a little bit.
I just feel like the second time.
Bernard the Business Bear, you uncultured swine. My apologies there, Mr. Adam Baum. Thank you. What's up, Mr. Steven? How you doing tonight? Do you prefer bull rope matches better? You know what? I haven't seen a bull rope match since
I think
the
that
WCW
was Eddie
days.
I think that was Eddie and JBL had a bull rope match back when they were doing. I don't mind
those matches. Dog collar matches, not my favorite, but
maybe it was just a strap match. It was one of them.
I don't mind strap matches. Sometimes parody segments are fun, like HBK doing a parody of Hogan. Oh, that was classic. Or Mizanians doing a parody of Cena. Most of the time, though, they're just really lame.
You know what? Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, but you know what's funny about that? Because these type of matches are considered the type of wrestling that Vince McMahon hates, like the Southern wrestling or the Southern wrestling style, where you have bull rope matches, dog collar matches, strap matches. Those are considered that Southern wrestling that Vince McMahon hates. So if he does a dog collar match, I would be shocked. A strap match I could see because they've done it, but he doesn't like that Southern wrestling.
Well, they've done a lot of dog stuff lately with him calling him the little dog. I just feel like
I get that.
It's might go to that route. It's a rumor, everybody.
Are we just gonna get powerbombed on poop like we did with that Bulldog and Rock?
Last time I watched a bull rope match was ROH Cody and Lethal. How was that match? I'm sure that was probably pretty good. Nothing about it was even remotely funny. Vince has the strangest sense of humor ever. This is why no one can relate to this company. It's written to please a near 80-year-old senile man, says Mr. A.W. Wow. Southern Wrestling gave us Jim Cornette. I understand his hate for the star.
Hey, nothing wrong with Southern Wrestling. I love me some Southern.
Hey, we do have a tweet from Mr. Jimmy Cornette, and it's going to be an interesting one because I think it's going to get you guys... It's not more of a, oh wow, what did this look? It's not even a tweet from him. It's actually a tweet someone wrote and he retweeted it. I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it because I thought it was an interesting comment that the guy put in his to a reply to Dave Meltzer of all people.